Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Thanks for tuning in on today. Hope everyone enjoyed their Father's Day and their weekend with their families and what have you. My family has been celebrating me since Friday evening, and I have to keep reminding myself that it's Father's Day weekend, not my birthday. And in my book, that's not a bad thing. When I get Father's Day mixed up with my birthday weekend, I mean, my family has been doing a pretty good job of celebrating me for my birthday for quite some time now, and Father's Day as well. But anyway, had a great day Friday evening, had a great day on yesterday, and looking forward to today. So, with that being said, I wanted to try to get in and drop a few moments, try to make a brief video. Wanted to do it on yesterday. My day got away from me, my time got away from me. So here I am on this morning, as before we head out to church. Had a few moments, so let me take advantage of it. Anyway, wow, I'm about to change my thing up in the middle of my thoughts. I just said I want to take advantage of my time. Well, in my opinion, that's how we should do with all things in life, right? I oftentimes say I know I'm all about my whole purpose of creating this channel is about my financial journey, right? My whole purpose is about trying to empower people, to empower or encourage people to, one, build their financial knowledge, two, begin to grow their wealth, begin to build their wealth. And what kind of wealth? We talk about life-changing wealth. What is life-changing wealth? Whatever amount of funds it takes to change your life, turn your life around to make it better than what it was on yesterday, yesterweek, yestermonth, yesteryear. Turn your life around. More money than we could have ever made on our job in a year, right? So, with that being said, it's all about taking advantage of your time. Most of my mentors like to say it's a decade of sacrifice if you really want generational wealth. A decade of sacrifice, right? So, what is a decade of sacrifice? That's taking advantage of the time. The younger, the better. Taking advantage of the time is when the younger you are, the better off you are at being able to build your wealth. But either way it goes, you have to take advantage of your time regardless of what age you are. How do you begin to take advantage of your time? To create a brokerage account, right? Download the app to your phone, whichever account whoever you go with, whether you go with Fidelity, whether you go with somebody like Robinhood, whether you go with Moo, whether you go with Webull, whether you go with Crypto.com, whether you go with whatever. There's a ton of them out there, right? There's no excuse. Just take a moment of your time to create your brokerage account. Then it take a moment of your time to either pull up Google and Google some commodities, all right, or some crypto. So let's take advantage of opportunities. Take advantage of our time. In saying that, I was trying to figure out how to segue that in with what I wanted to speak briefly about on this morning. And what I want to talk about is, besides Happy Father's Day, and thanks for tuning in. And I am Chris Bridges, right? Nvidia split. I guess they split at the close of the market Friday before last. So it would have made this past Monday the 10th. Is when if you had, for every one share of Nvidia you had, they gave you 10 shares for your one. Now they didn't exactly give, split. They lower the price and they give you equal amount of shares to whatever it was at the time of split to equal what the current price dropped to. Therefore, you didn't lose any value and you gained shares. And what benefit is that? Whenever the stock begins to run up, then you benefit from it by having way more shares, right? And taking advantage of the time would be, if it's a great company like Nvidia, then you would be adding to your position. You would be DCAing, or you would be dropping in a chunk of money that you had, put to the side. So what is the purpose of that? Well, Nvidia ran up this week. Can't tell you the percentage. I didn't exactly go look it up, but I knew. You know what? Let's see here. Nvidia. Nvidia. Let's see what Nvidia is sitting at right now. I can't show you because not good at turning around with that device that I use, but I can look right here, pull Nvidia up. Nvidia, where we at? Nvidia, where you at? No, I didn't type it in. I just scrolled to it because the top of my portfolio. Let's see, Nvidia right now at the time of this recording is 131. If I'm not mistaken, when it did the split, it was right around 120. So what is that, like $11, right? So if you had 110 shares at the time of the split, then that's 110 times $10. Oh, that's no money. Well, in one day when you didn't do anything but hold it. Okay, so Nvidia is it's a great time to take advantage of Nvidia from the split. Since the split is basically what I'm trying to say, right? Then you can do your own research about Nvidia splits and how splits work and how you could take advantage of the opportunity and what's going on with Nvidia. I mean, if you're in the financial world or investing world at all, I'm sure you've heard great things about Nvidia over the past year plus, right? I took advantage of Nvidia almost 2 years ago, and again, I think I've shared this story. At the time, in my mind, Nvidia did not fit my scheme of plan or what I was trying to do, my strategy, right? But my mentors, who I highly regard, were hammering. It's a great time to pick up Nvidia, to pick up Microsoft, and I was not gonna say I was impressed with them. Their price was still above the price point that I was interested in investing in companies, because I wanted a price around 101 and below, so I can build a really huge, in my mind, a really huge volume of before the market really begin to turn around, so I can reap crazy gains, right? Crazy return. Well, at that time, I think Microsoft was around 130, and I think Nvidia was like 195. And again, I hadn't planned on, accumulating either one, but one mentor said was harping on it. Another mentor. So my four is the stock squad. Larry Jones, Stocks with Josh, Keelan Gray, Stock Mo, right? Dale Curry, who I like as well, he was talking about it. Chris Sane was talking about it. I think Jasper Reed touched notes on, and a few other folks who I listen to and I regard. So I said, okay, with this many people saying I need to pick up some. I mean, at the time, my portfolio was, already in double digits. So it was a simple matter of one, my portfolio was in double digits. I was adding money daily from my side hustle, right? So it was just a matter of, okay, over the next 3 days, I'm going to drop in what? Okay, so I'll take that number, I'll sell off for a couple of stocks here, a couple of stocks there. I'll free up a little bit of money and I'll accumulate a few shares, right? So I picked up like 5 shares of Microsoft, 5 shares of Nvidia. Picked them up at a great price, right? They have both been putting crazy smiles on my face for the past year and a half. So that was something that I learned from not limited to, not just sticking to my initial strategy. There was an opportunity. I had countless people that were honest, and they show you things and they teach you things and they made recommendations. So I had pretty good reason, as I did my own light research, to back up what they were saying, to take advantage of it. I eventually did, but I just want to point out to other folks, don't be so slow to jump on board the trend. as I was at the time. Said all that to say, try to hammer the point. Do some light research on Nvidia. See if it's in your advantage to take advantage of it. Taking advantage of your time. Okay, moving on. Crypto. Crypto has been taking a huge downturn Friday and Saturday. By the sometime on yesterday evening, it was taking a slight turn, but it's still way down. What does that mean? If you've been hearing myself and countless others on YouTube talk about the Bitcoin halving, which took place like the tail end of April. And if you know around about that 300-day mark after the halving, it's when things really are up, way up. Don't take my word, go do your own research. So if you see what they're sitting at now, if you do the research of how the percentage that they normally run, halving in and halving out. Halving has, Bitcoin came out in 2008, I do believe. First halving would have been, 2012, and then 2016, and then 2020, and now 2024. So you go do the research, and you see if it's advantageous to you. And if it is, seize the moment, take advantage of your time. Hence what I'm doing right now. Had some extra time, seizing the moment, making my video now. I'm making my video now for multiple reasons. One is like a holiday, it's Father's Day, right? I'm gonna have a busy day. Time is more likely gonna get away from me. I'm gonna be enjoying myself. I don't wanna have to step out from whatever activity I'm doing with my family to grab the phone and say, hey, quick shout out, yada, yada, yada. Because I made the commitment to drop my videos Sundays, 5 o'clock, right? I don't have like a huge following. If I do, I don't know about it because I don't see the subscribers, right? I see some views, but then again, I have the YouTube, I have the Facebook Reels, and I have TikTok. So I have a few followers on TikTok. Nothing to brag about. A few people chime in on Reels, but I would appreciate it if you all would like, subscribe, or on Reels follow, or on TikTok follow. You watch it and I appreciate it. But it really makes a difference when you hit the follow button. It really makes a difference when you hit the like or the love, right? For those platforms that have the like, for those platforms that have the love. But if you don't hit any of them, you're not helping me in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing because it's all about sharing the journey. It's all about helping someone else build their financial knowledge, help someone else build their financial wealth. But fair exchange is not robbery, right? So I'm trying to honor my commitment of dropping my content Sundays at 5 o'clock. I apologize on last Sunday. I did a live. Don't know what I did wrong because it didn't publish the live to the following morning, 12:01. So I did my part. Did get a chance to say it early, so I did it live and fumbled that. But hey, I'm doing everything I can to honor my commitment that I gave here. And I would appreciate it if you would just honor my time by hitting the like or hitting the love or hitting the subscribe or hitting the follow. I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, that was my main goal on the day, that hit on Nvidia, hit on crypto. There are some great opportunities out there in crypto. There are some great buying opportunities in crypto. And if you don't understand what I mean when I say buying opportunities, the price of what it is now and the price of where it will be at that 300-day period. Not 300-day period from now, 300-day period from the end of April, right? Somebody may say that's not a lot of time. Or somebody may say that's too long of a time. Okay, let me share something with you as I get ready to close. I'm already running into 20 minutes and I wanted to keep it around 10. Okay, taking advantage of time, right? I know about patience and I know about impatience. We all have, crossed both of those bridges, right? If not, keep on living. My thing is, in investing, right, whether it be crypto or stock, it may take 3 hours to make crazy money. It may take 3 days. It may take 3 weeks. It may take 3 months. It may take 3 years. Patience is a virtue. When crypto run, when investments run, man, it make it well worth the while. I was talking about Nvidia. I got into Nvidia almost 2 years ago, 195. It ran up to 505, and that was awesome for a stock, right? And it did that in 1 year, right? If I'm not mistaken. But over the next few months, I say few, but it was 6 or 8 months, for it to split, it was up to 1,200 from 195. And you have some prices. I mean, right now it's 131. Not saying it's going back to 1,100 overnight. It may not get back there, but if you can get into the stock at 131, right, and it goes, analysts, there are countless analysts out there. Some are saying within a year they see it at 200. Some are saying 500. Excuse me. Some are saying crazier numbers than that. But if it goes to 131 to 201 in 6 months to a year, that is a $70 profit for every one you own. What am I talking about? I was just saying the 300-day, when it comes to crypto, the 300-day mark after the halving, right? And the halving was the end of April, right? Either the third Friday or the last Friday. I think it was around the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at the calendar. I'm not even pulling it up. You can fact check it for yourself, right? And so the 300-day period from there, somewhere around, I didn't do the math, but in my mind, it should be a good time in crypto around October to February, right? And some may say that's a long time. Depends on the size of your pockets, right? How much money you have, how much disposable money you have, because you should only be investing money that you're not going to be needing for at least a year. So some folks have a few dollars that they can spare. Some folks have a few more than that, right? I don't know what's in anyone's pocket. I stopped trying to figure out what's in folks' pocket, because people who I think had a small pocket had a huge pocket. People I thought had a huge pocket had a small pocket. So I stopped trying to figure it out. But you have time to accumulate, whether you're DCAing $10 a day or $10 a week into multiple cryptos, if you're DCAing $100 a day or $1,000 a day, I don't know. But my point is, you only have so much time left in the window to accumulate to reap your harvest. So if you have small pockets, then you don't have a lot of time to accumulate as much as you possibly can between now and when that window blows up. If you have big pockets, then you can drop it all in 1 day or all in 3 weeks, and you have plenty of time to sit and wait as your accumulation begins to grow. So one man's junk is another man's treasure. To one person, that 300-day period is plenty of time, too much time, right? To another person who don't have time to accumulate, and by the time it blows up, you only have it $100. Well, let's say $100, 10x or 3x or 4x or 5x, $100, $1,000, that's not bad. But if you had time to accumulate over those multiple weeks that we have, and you're able to accumulate a couple thousand, and that couple thousand, 3x or 5x or 10x, now you have something you could really do something with. You can knock out some debt. You can, turn some things around to make your life easier. taking advantage of your time. It's all up to you. This is a free country. We're all grown. We all can make our own decisions. I can't tell anyone what to do with their own money. I don't desire to tell anyone to do with their own money. What I do desire to do is pay it forward, spread the knowledge that turned my life around. So with that being said, take care and be blessed continually, my friend. Again, all you outstanding fathers out there, enjoy your Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Be blessed.